everyone, welcome to Hi Video Classroom, and today we will learn new concept English Book 1, Lesson 75, Uncomfortable Shoes. Sağollaşlar yaxshimizlar? Hamda bugun O'quv ingliz tili birinchi qism 75-chi dars Uncomfortable Shoes degan bu darsni o'rganmoqchi. Undaqda avval biz shu darsimizdagi muhim bo'lgan bir necha nuqtalar bor. Shu nuqtalarni bir takror o'taylik. So first review it. Hamda bularmi shu 73-chi 74-chi darslarda so'zlangan muhim bo'lgan ya'ni masallar ravishlar. Siz qarab qo'yinglar savodoshlar, buni qarasanglar the man smiled pleasant. Okay. Endi u yerga pleasant ga xushal degan gap. Endi xushal holda demoqchi bo'lsak nima desanglar? The man pleasantly. Keyingi nima qattiq ly. Okay, the man smiled pleasantly. O adam erkishi nayt xushal oldi qanday qildi? Kulimsiradi. Number 2, he read the phrase slow. Okay, endi u nimani so'z iborini nayt asta holda o'qidi bo'lsa. Nima desanglar? Slowly oxiriga ly. You know, he read the phrase slowly. He read the phrase slowly. You know, he worked blah blah blah blah blah blah. He worked carefully. Okay, careful can wow. Onun kamda nima shaklda marsanglar? Carefully. He read the phrase carefully. Naytdi. Ehtiyotchanlik bilan ehtiyot qilgan holda. All right. Keyingisi lazy. Okay, he worked lazily. Okay, endi buningga lazy degan oxiri y bilan oxirlashgan, endi y ni oldir uzuk tovush bo'lsa, y ni oyga o'zgartib ly qatamiz. Shuni o'ylayman, nima bo'ldi? Lazily. Okay, number 5, you know, the door opened Okay, suddenly. Tuyuqsiz holda. Suddenly tuyuqsiz holda. Okay, number 6, you know, he cut himself bad. Okay, ig'ir kesib oldi bo'lsa, badly. Okay, he cut himself badly. Ig'ir o'zini qanday qilib oldi? Yarlandirib oldi, kesib oldi. Okay, hamsa yangi darsimiz kerakli. You know, there are many kinds of shoes. So, do you know them? Okay, endi bu yerda birinchi xil oyoqlar bor, savodoshlar. Ularningki qanday tutganini bilamizlar. Okay, men birinchi qaranglar. Buningda Puma. Okay. Markalik oyoq ekan bu. Endi bu nima oyoq bo'ldi desanglar? Athletic shoes. Athletic shoes or sports shoes. Sports shoes. Athletic shoes or sports shoes. Undaqda bu tanharkat oyog'i shunaqa. Masalan, yugaganda, harakat qilganda ishlatilgan. Okay. Undaqda second, ikkinchisi savodoshlar. Ikkinchisi nima oyoqda? Bilamchi? Nike ni oyog'i ekan. What kind of shoes? It is hiking shoes. Okay, hiking shoes. And the hiking deganimiz nima desanlar? Masalan, piyoda ma'nodan bir sayohat turibdi. Masalan, hiking to the nearest mountain, yaqin taqqa piyoda minib, masalan 10 kilometr, 20 kilometr piyoda minib, masalan, dumimizga backpacklarni esib bunday sayohat qilish nima? Shuni hiking deymiz. Bu nimalarga taqqa yamishi, taqqa chiqish oyog'i deb qo'yamiz-ku. Tubu. Shuni deymiz. Hiking shoes yoki traveling shoes. Odatda sayohat qilganda kiyadigan oyoq. Bu nima deymiz? Traveling shoes. And sports shoes deganimiz shu yerda yugaganda, chiniqqanda kiyadigan oyoq. Endi bu keyingisi-chi? Keyingisi. Bu keyingi oyoq endi nima? Rahat oyoq, shuma casual shoes. Okay, shu chansiz nima? Casual shoes. Okay, marking shu. Endi bu nima desanglar? Bu xizmat qilganda kiyimiz shunama. Bu nima deymiz? Work shoes. Har xil patinga, masalan, erlarningki, ayollarningki, shuni deymiz work shoes. Bu hisobda xizmatga chiqqanda kiyadigan gap. Okay, what about that? Yoz keladi deb qoldi shunama. Yozda nima kiyimiz? That is sandals. Okay, sandals. Endi bu sandals deganimiz ham nima desanglar? Shu liangxie. Masalan, resimni ko'rib turibdi. Okay, macho. Okay, this is a slippers. Okay, slippers. Okay, endi nima desanglar? Sapmakash deymiz shunami? Slip deganimiz nima? Tailmak slippers. Shu sapmakash nima deymiz? Slippers. Okay, what is that? Okay, one thing is really high in this one. It's high heeled shoes. high-heeled shoes. İgiz paşınlık ayak. High degen igiz, heeled degenimiz paşına. High-heeled shoes. İgiz paşınlık ayak. Okay, what about that? Okay, next one is canvas. Okay, canvas. Canvas. All right, wow, what is that? First what is boots. Okay. Boots degenimiz konjusu igiz demek. Ütüklendim deyimiz sana. Boots deyimiz. Boots. Okay, and yana bir boots ba. Bu Uygurca boots dep koyumuzga. Football boots. Yani soccer shoes deyimiz. Soccer shoes. Şunu deyimiz sana. Soccer shoes. Okay, what is the next? Okay, next. Bu ne? Nima o'ynagan ekamiz? Basketball shunami? Basketball deganda basketball. Okay, it's called basketball shoes or basketball boots. Basketball boots or basketball shoes. Basketball o'ynalgan oyoq. Xo'sh, sog'inashlamsa, avvalma shu yangi so'zlarni bir o'rganib chiqaylik. New words. New words. All right. Amsa yangi so'zlar qarasanglar, birinchisi ago. All right. Yagish bo'lganmi? Ago. All right. Buy. Buy. Okay, ago deganimiz burun ilgari degan gap. Masalan, a week ago degandek buy degan nima? Setib olmoq. Endi buni o'tgan zaman shakli bought. Buy, bought. Okay. Keyingisi pair. Okay, pair deganimiz bir jup. Masalan, pair of shoes. Bir jup oyoq degandek. Okay, fashion. Okay, fashion. Okay, fashion degan pasun, shakl. Pasun, shakl. Okay, uncomfortable. Okay, uncomfortable. Rahat emas degan gap. Wear. Bu wear deganimiz kiyib olgan. Wore degan shu o'tgan zaman shakli. Okay, birinchisi qaranglar, ago. Ago deganimiz ilgari degan gap. Masalan, a week ago, and ma keyingi oldiki vaqtlar bilan birlashib, masalan, hafta burun, a day ago, kun burun degan gap. Masalan, hikoya o'yinimizga burunning burnusta deganda-chu. Long ago. Okay, long ago. Demek burunning burunusida. And next one, 2 weeks ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago. 2 hafta burun. Bu nima bo'ladi desanglar, 2 hafta burun. Mushni 2 weeks ago. All right. Next one is she left 30 minutes ago. Okay, and the 30 minut burun ketdi, ayrıldı deydi. Demek hamda bu şartda ago degandan oldinga nima desang vaqt keldi. Demak bu ilgari demekchi, ilgari. I went to London 3 days ago. Men Londonga 3 kun burun bordim. 3 days ago. Half an hour ago bo'lsa, yarım saat burun. Half deganimiz yarım. An hour degan 1 saat. And half an hour bo'lsa, 1 saatning yarimi, yarım saat burun. What about half an hour ago? Okay, taxminan qanday desanglar yarım saat burun. I went home hours ago and bir necha saat burun qana qildim desanglar, uyga ketdim, qaytdim. We met her, once several years ago. Ve ilgari bir necha yillarga several years deganimiz several bir qancha. Several years ago bir qancha yillarga biz uning bilan bir qancha yil ilgari yuz ko'rishgan. Bir qancha yil ilgari yuz ko'rishgan. And 2 minutes ago degan 2 minut burun. Endi bu vaqtlarning keniga ko'plik bo'lganda ishkira ortiq. Masalan, minute deymiz emasmi? 2 holat bo'lganda nima desanglar, ko'plik 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. All right, next one is buy. Okay. Buy degan bir narsani setib olmoq degan gap sog'inashlar. Buni o'tgan zaman shakli bought, o'tgan bitgan shakli bought. Buy, bought. And buy something for somebody. Okay. Ma'lum bir kishi uchun bir narsani setib olmoq. Ma'lum bir kishiga ma'lum bir narsa setib olmoq yoki buy something, buy somebody something. Bu ilgari biz shu vasitlik to'ldiruvchi va bevosita to'ldiruvchi deganda, odatda bevosita to'ldiruvchi xabardan keyin kelib qolsa vasitlik to'ldiruvchini olg'a to yoki for olamiz degan. Masalan, birinchi jumla buy something for somebody. Masalan, bu jumla qaranglar, I buy a new book for my son every week. Okay. Men o'g'lim uchun har hafta qanaqa qilib kitob sotib olaman dedi. Yangi kitob. I buy a new book. Agar hamda bu jumlani o'zgartsak, masalan, I buy my son a new book every week. Bu vaqt ma for'ni qanaqa qilmaymiz, sana ishlatmaymiz for. Ya, hamda keyingi kitob I bought my father a coat in New York. Men New Yorkdan dadamga bir nima sotib oldim dedi. Bir palto sotib oldim. Endi ma'noni qanaqa desanglar, to yoki for qanaqa qilmaydi, ishlatilmaydi. I bought my father a coat in New York. And buy only what you need. Siz faqat nimaga ehtiyojli bo'lishini sotib olasiz. Buy only what you need. Hamma narsa sotib olmasiz, faqat ehtiyojli qilan bo'lgan narsani sotib oling deydi. You know, do you want to buy this house? Siz bu uyni sotib olsangiz bormi? So let's buy some bananas. Azraq banan sotib olaylik. Let's buy some bananas. Okay, next one, pear. Pear degan jup degan gap, Odatda bu nima? A pair of deb ishlatiladi. Masalan, a pair of gloves, okay, bir jup palay, a pair of shoes, bir jup oyoq. Hamda ikki jup bo'lsa ko'rsanglar, yani miqdor so'zini sanag'ini bo'ldi. Shunga uning keyiniga asqatimiz. Two pair emas, two pairs. Two pairs of socks, four pairs of stocking. Socks deganimiz paypoq, ama stocking deganimiz stockings. Ayollarning uzun paypoqini nima deymiz? Stockings. Endi qaranglar, I have only one pair of rings. Menda bir jup nima bor? Uzuk bor. Pair of rings, right? I lost pair of keys. Men bir jup ochqichimni qanaqa qo'ydim? Yuttirib qo'ydim deydi. I lost a pair of keys. Okay, keyingisi, I like this blue pairs. Men bu ko'k bir jupni qanaqa qildim? Yoqtirdim. Palay degan nima deydi? Gloves. Gloves. Okay, endi qaranglar, boshqa qaranglar, pair of glasses, nima edi? Ko'zoynak, a pair of shoes, bir jup oyoq, you know, pair of trousers. Nima? Bir jup ishtonmi? No. Ishtonning hamda ikki tal pachiq va pichiq va shunami? Shunga buni pair of bir jup deb ishlatamiz. Chunki trousers degan ishtonning ko'plik deb sanaydi, hamda. Ona degan nima? Pair of chopsticks. Okay, chopsticks degan choka. Choka, pair of chopsticks. Bir jup nima? Choka. Next one is fashion. Okay, fashion. Fashion deganimiz nima? Moda bo'lmoq. Odatda be in fashion deymiz, be in fashion. Masalan, this color is in fashion this year. And bu rang yoki bu rangdagi mushu narsalar, andarsam bu yil in moda. In fashion deganimiz moda. Masalan, those shoes were in fashion last year. Avu oyoqlar, demak, those shoes demak shu bir jup oyoqni those deb ko'rsatdim ichara. Avu oyoqlar qanday o'tgan yil moda bo'lgan edi. Were fashion last year. You know, this blue shirt is not in fashion now. Okay, and the ko'k ranglik ko'ylak bu yil qanday emas? Moda emas. Okay, not in fashion. Yoki bu nima deymiz? Be out of fashion. Be out of ning sirtida, modaning sirtida demakchi vaqt o'tgan. Odatda idiom shaklida biz manda arab qo'yda old school. Old deganimiz ko'na, school degan maktab, ko'na maktab. Odatda shu maktab degan eng oldir bo'lish kerak-ku, hamda old school o'qib qolsa, nima modadan qolgan, vaqt o'tib ketgan degan gap. Masalan, this color is out of fashion this year. Yoki this color is not in fashion this year. Is not in fashion this year. You know, this color isn't in fashion this year. You know, that hat was out of fashion in 2015. 2015-yildan qanday desanglar, out of fashion de. Modadan kelib qolganda. Next one is wear. All right, wear deganimiz kiygilik, hamda kiygilik oltini. Masalan, men ma kiyimni qanday desanglar, kiygilik odatni ko'rsada. Masalan, he wears a tie every day. U har kuni qanday qiladi? Qanday qiladi desanglar, galostuk taqaydi. I wear same coats every day. Men har kuni o'xshash palto kiyma, o'xshash kiyimlarni kiyma. Lady is wearing a beautiful dress. Ayol qanday chiroyli bir ko'ylak qanday kiyibdi. Endi ma wear deganimiz, endi ma usti kiyib olgan oltini ko'rsatsa, put on degan joy hareketni bildirdi. Demek ki kiyish hareketi. Mesela she is putting on her dress, o ko'ylakini kiyiyotidu. Hozir shu kiyim kiyish hareketini qilayotgan bo'lgan. Agar men wear bo'lgan bo'lsa, kiygilik holati shu ustidagi. O kiyibdi. Mesela the lady wearing beautiful dress, bu haliga kiyilib bo'lgan holatni ko'rsatadi. Mesela she hurriedly put on her dress. O nayt alman Allah o'zining ko'ylagini qanday qildi? Kiydi. Mesela now she's wearing dresses. Okay, hamda bu qanday desanglar? Kiygilik. Demakchi, u qanday qilmoqchi? Kiyiyotidu. Onun ekanında kiydi, hamda hozir qanday desanglar? Wearing bo'lsa, kiygilik. Demak, men wear deganimiz shu kiygilik holatni ko'rsatsa, ammo put on degan shu harakatni bildiradi, kiyish harakatini. Shunga shu tekst chiqmoqchi. Sizlar mana shunga alohida bir diqqat qilsanglar. Xo'sh, hamsa text. You know, first of all, listen the text very carefully.
Do you have any shoes like these?
What size?
Size 5.
What color?
Black.
I'm sorry, we don't have any.
But my sister bought this pair last month.
Did she buy them here?
No, she bought them in the U.S.
We had some shoes like those a month ago, but we don't have any now.
Can you get a pair for me, please?
I'm afraid that I can't. They were in fashion last year and the year before last, but they're not in fashion this year. These shoes are in fashion now.
They look very uncomfortable.
They are very uncomfortable. But women always wear uncomfortable shoes.
All right, finished? Okay, look. Do you have any shoes like these? Okay, and me arka do you have? Sizda bormi degan gap shunami? Do you have any shoes like these? And me arka you'ning ko'rsatdigini savodashlar. Bu argiz birlik sizda degan bo'lmasdan sizlarda degan gap bo'ldi. Arabda va ingliz tilida ma you birlik bo'ladi, ko'plik bo'ladi. Bo'lib buni bersangiz, sizlar mol sotib olgan kirganda, masalan, ya tallabozorga yoki do'kon kirsanglar, sizlar mendan asbobda ko'plik olat qanday desangiz so'raymiz. Chunki hamda do'kon deganda hamda masalan yoki tallabozor bo'lsa, nurg'u adam ishlaydi shunami? Yoki u bir shaxsda bo'lmaydi, balkim do'konda, masalan, qo'llik tip ishlaydigan ma'lum bir o'rinda bo'ladi. Shunga bu yerda do you have any shoes like these? And sizlarda bormi? Okay. Hada bir shildi. Like these degan ma'noga o'xshash. These hamda birini ko'rsatib turib, hamda do you have any shoes like these? Sizlar ma'noga o'xshash bir oyoqlar bormi desam, what size? Okay. What size? Size degan razmeri cho'ng kichiklikka demakchi. Qanchalik cho'ng kichiklikda aytsa, size 5. 5-numar. Endi bularniki endi ma'lum bizniki o'xshamaydigan 1-numar, 2-numar, 3-numar, 4-numar, 5-numar qanday qanarisanglar, numar qo'yash nimasi bor. Onun kana what color? Okay, demakchi what color is it? Shunami? Yoki what color are the shoes? Degan gap. Qisqartiramiz what color. Nima rangda shunami desa? Black. Qora ranglik. Qora ranglik. I'm sorry. We don't have any. Mana bizda yo'q. Nima uchun endi we don't have any? Demakchi we don't have any shoes deydi shunami? Chunki agar shoes degan ko'plik bo'lg'achqa, menga any keldi. Any keldi. Chunki ham shoes degan ikki tal bir jup bo'lg'achqa ko'plik sanaldimi? Shunga do you have any shoes deydi. Endi menda bir necha tal oyoq bor degandim deymiz. I have some shoes. Okay, I have some shoes. So'ng savol so'raganda endi some degan bo'lishlik jumla kelsa, savol jumla, inkor jumlaga any keldi. Endi men o ikkinchi qatim takrorlanmaslik uchun shoes degan qisqarib ketib, shuningdan we don't have any now. Bizda hozir yo'q. But my sister bought this pair last month. Biroq meningki singlim o'tgan oyda sotib olibdi ekan. Biroq but my sister bought this pair bu bir juftni o'tgan oyda sotib olibdi ekan. Bought this pair last month. Did she buy them here? Ularni u bu yerdan sotib olibdi ekanmi? Demakchi, o'sha here degan o'sha do'kondanmi degan gap. No, she bought them in the US. Yo'q, ularni u nereden setib olibdi ekan? Amerikadan setib olibdi ekan. Endi bu yerga bought deganimiz bolalar. Shu boyning o'tgan zaman shakli. U Amerikadan setib olibdi ekan, setib olgandi. Tushunami? Endi bu shop assistant debdi-da, prikazchik degan gap, juma shop assistant deganimiz. We had some shoes like those a month ago. Okay, and the month ago degan bir oy burun tushunami? We had some shoes. Bizda ashning like those, ashning o'xshash oyoqli bor bir oy burun. Okay. Endi tapanglar bizda ashning o'xshash dars bor bir oy burun degan deymiz. Okay, we had some classes like that a month ago. Yoki 2 weeks ago. But we don't have any now. Biroq hozir bizda qanday desanglar yo'q. But we don't have any now. And the nima yo'q, we don't have any shoes demakchi, tushunami? We don't have any shoes. Shunga ashada ashniki nimasini ishlatamiz desanglar, ko'plikini ishlatadigan gap. So can you get a pair for me? Mana bir ajib tepralarsiz, ma get degan erishmak, topmoq degan gap. Can you get a pair for me? Demakchi mana brand teprasingiz bo'lamdi, tepralamsiz desa, I'm afraid that I can't. Xo'sh, endi mush I'm afraid degan gapni anglashanglar bo'ldi hamda. Bu no degan gapgana. Endi ingliz tilida bolalar masalan chet-elliklar birsiniki taklifini rad qilganda masalan no orqali rad qilish nihoyatda bir qanday desam qo'polliqchi. Masalan can you help me? Birisi siz menga yordam qilsangiz qila olamsiz? Yordam qilamsiz deb so'rasa, vaqtda no desa, voy menga yo'q deb gapni uzatgan gapchi. Endi bu nihoyatda qo'polliq hamda bu madaniyatsizlikning ifodasichi. Onun bu çoğum naitçilik spayada I'm afraid men ensireymen. Yoki men qo'rqayman. That I can't men qilolmasligim. Demak endi men qilolmasligimdan qo'rqayman degan gap, endi shu qilolmayman degan gap. O agitib kelib degan gapchi endi. Bu angliyalikning nurg'un shu agitadigan gaplar bor. Masalan men oldin qilib degandek endi bular gapni bek agitib qiladi. Masalan bir siliq deyim deb, siliq spay bek udul bo'lib kelsa bir xil qo'pollanadi-ku. Lekin salamda nim qilsak, misol siliq spay oldi. Masalan, qalamingizni ishlatib tursam desak, voy bu qalamingizni ishlatib tursam bir ko'nglingiz keladimi? Degandek, would you mind if I use your pen? Degandekchi. Mushning o'xshash ifoda ishlamajaq. Shunga sizlar shu o'rganganda nima desanglar, mush I'm afraid that I can't degan siliq ifoda. Masalan, can you help me? Agar yordam qilamisiz? I'm afraid that I can't. Masalan, can you borrow some money? I'm afraid that I can't. Azra pul berib o'tni berib tura olamsiz. Voy, qapilma berib tura olmayman, shunami? They were in fashion last year. Okay, they were. Idi deydi, shunami? Ma or degan bo'lsa, were degan idi. They were in fashion. Ular moda idi last year. Ular o'tgan yili moda edi. Demakchi, hozir qanday desanglar, it's become old school, shunami? Old school degan ko'ni maktab degan gap qo'y, modern qoldi, demakchi. They are out of fashion now because they were in fashion last year. And the year before last, hamda ulishida. But they are not in fashion this year. Biroq hozir nima desanglar, moda emas. Demak, they are out of fashion this year. Bu yili modaning sirtida, moda emas deydi. So these shoes are in fashion now. Wow, mao oyoqlar. Endi savolashlar, bu yerga these deganimiz, o'zimizga yaqin narsa, bir tal narsani ko'rsatganda this deymiz. Endi bular demoqchi bo'lsaqchi these. Okay, these, nima? Agar jiroqdagi bir narsa ko'rsatsa, avu deymiz, nima? Oh, look at that bird. Okay, qarang, avu qushqa. Endi qarang, avu qushlarga, avular bo'lsa, those bular. Demak, this, these, that, those. Degandekchi. They look very uncomfortable. Okay, wow, ular qaramoqqa intayin qanday desanglar, uncomfortable ko'rindi ekan. They look very uncomfortable. Qaramoqqa bek berahat ko'rindi ekan. They are very uncomfortable, but women always wear uncomfortable shoes. Endi nima desanglar, ularni aytdi. Demak, axtan ularni aytdi. Kalampay yoki rahat emas. Biroq women women degan ayollarning ko'plik shakli. Women emas, women. Women. Women always wear uncomfortable shoes. Daim qanday oyoqni kiydi ekan? Rahat bo'lmagan oyoqni. Endi bu shu asosan nima uchun ayollar kiydi desanglar, birdan-bir nima desanglar, for beauty. Shu go'zallik uchun, boshqalar chiroyli ko'rinish uchun qanday desanglar, o'zini qiynisimi, qanday desanglar, oyoqlarni kiydigan gap. Okay, so now answer these questions. First, what does the lady show to the shop assistant? So what does the lady show to the shop assistant? I'm sorry, that's the ayol prikazchika nimani ko'rsatdi? A pair of shoes, right? And do you have any shoes like those, like these? That uning o'xshash oyoqlar bormi deb so'rashnami? Whose shoes are these? And u kimning oyog'i do'stlaringcha? Okay. Kimning oyog'i? Kimdan? Okay. Her sisters. Uningki singlisniki, ayol qarindoshninki yoki ochisiniki, shunami? So why does she show him those shoes? Why does he show them those shoes? Because she wants a pair of shoes like them, right? Demak, ummashning o'xshash bir juft og'iz bor ekan. So what size does she want? What size? Size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Size 5, right? What color does she want? And so qanday okay? Black. Good. So where did her sister buy those shoes? Where did her sister buy those shoes? She bought them in where? In the US. Good. So when did the shop have some shoes like those? When did the shop? And the shoe dukkanida qachon bor edi savatashlar baqinglar? Last year. No. A month ago, right? And all right. So can they get any shoes like those now? Ular hozir shunda oyoqdan birini tepib olamdikan? Can they? Yes or no? Okay, no, they can't. And I'm afraid that I can't. So why can't they get any? Why can't they get any? Because they are not in fashion, right? This year. It means they are old school now. They are out of fashion now, right? What's wrong with the fashionable shoes? And the what's wrong with them? What's wrong? Okay. They look uncomfortable, but women like it. They are uncomfortable. So, take a look and choose. First one, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. Are you Mr. Chan? No, I'm not. I'm blah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Alright. Excuse me, are you Mr. Chan? No, I'm not. Say, sorry, shunaqa. Voy, aybga buyurmansiz, Mr. Chen marisa yo'q. Kechirim. Blah blah blah blah is a fine day today. Okay, nima deymiz bu shunaqa? It's a fine day yoki today is a fine day. Okay, it is a fine day today. Endi misharik etni ko'rsatgan avarayni ko'rsatadi. Qaranglar, the airplane is flying the sky. Endi misharikka osmonda bo'lsa, in the sky. Okay, agar men over bo'lsa, masalan, bir halqaga masalan, the flying over the village, bir narsaning usti tarafida uchib degan gap bo'ladi. So they look blah blah blah blah dog. A in, over, on. Next one is at. Demek look go'ring up esa. Look at. They are looking at the dog. Ular ishni qarawatadi. There is a cell phone desk. And ustida bo'lganligi bir tegishib turadi, shunami? Shunga bunaqa ishqilanmaydi ham on the desk. Agar men over bo'lsa tegishmaydi. They over the bridge now. They are walking. Okay, mushnaqa. They are walking now. Hozir shunaqa, hozir yuz berayotgan ishlar. Can she type this letter? Me, men uchun bo'lsa, for me. Can she type this letter for me? Bossiz letter deb chiqadi. I usually go to school aniq vaqt bo'lsa at, right? In the morning. And the tushdan burunliqqa enkilgan gap. Okay, number 9. We usually stay home on Sundays. And the stay mushu kichik o'rinlarga at degan birisi keldi. We stays at home. We usually stay at home. My father often goes to work. Okay, and then mushu maniga chiqib bo'lsa by car. By car. Mesela by bus bo'lsa avtobusga o'tirib, by sea bo'lsa poyezdga parxtga o'tirib, by air bo'lsa aeroplanga o'tirib, tushunami? The moment they are playing. And the moment degan aniq vaqt bo'lganligini nima desanglar? At the moment, okay, they are playing in the garden. Ular gullikda o'ynayotdi. Qaranglar, men misol qarab, how's Jane yesterday? How's Jane yesterday bo'lsa, buning xatoligini nima desanglar? How was? Ma o'tgan zamonda nima desanglar? Cho'qim BP'ning was shakllanishimi? How was Jane yesterday? Okay, I'm saying he goes to school by bus last week. And last week o'tgan hafta ekan. He goes bilamda nimaga? He went bilamda. He went to school by bus last week. Okay, number 3. He goes home at 6 o'clock last month. Okay, uyga bordi, uyga qaytdi shunami? Last month's o'tgan zaman, going o'tgan zaman shakli went. So he goes home at 6 o'clock every day. Yoki bo'lmasa, u erkin soat 6 bilan qanday qildi? Uyga bordi. Bu oddiy hozirgi zaman demak, takrorlangan holatda qilsanmi? Umma xato emas. I can fly kites 7 years ago. Okay, endi ma'nosi 7 years ago bo'lgan ekan, buning o'tgan zaman shakli flew yoki I could desak bo'ladi. I could flew yoki I flew kites years ago. Years ago. And necha yil burun endi uchuvdim. So did you saw him just now? Okay. And buni nima? Ma savolga aylandi bo'lganda, birisining o'tgan zaman shakli asl shakli qilish kerak. Did you see him bo'lish kerak. Did you see him? So Tom wasn't watch TV last night. Demak ham Tom bu asosli fe'l kelganda bu nima kelmaydi. Bu faqat nima Tom didn't watch. Bu yordamchi fe'l did keladi, tushunami? I did not my homework yesterday. Okay, I did not do my homework. And the yerga do degan asosli fe'l unutib qolgan. But didn't degani yordamchi fe'l bilan kelgan. I waited for you 3 hours ago. Okay, I waited for you, shnama? I waited for you 3 hours ago. Cho'qim ashniki o'tgan zaman shaklida kelish kerak. Okay, keyingisi who find it just now? Okay. Demakchi who found it just now? O'zgarish kerak. Kim tepib oldi uni? Degandek. Alright, bo'ldi hamsa. Bugungi darsimiz mushagicha bo'lsin, savolashlar. Bo'lsa shu bugungi darsni yaxshi astoydil takrorlab, ashuna ichidagi muhim bo'lgan til nuqtalarini muhim xotir qoldirib olmay deyilgan mazmunlarni tekst cho'qim yodlasanglar. Yodlaganda ma bizningki video darslik bor, to'g'ri chiqargan 10 minut kunimiz bo'ladi deb. Shu bo'yicha o'rgansanglar, menimcha nima texim yaxshi bo'ldi. That's all for today. See you next time. Goodbye.